Greetings, YouTube. I want to start off with a quick apology. I missed the third bundle in my last video. That is the mistake you make when you are in between classes and you want to help people as fast as possible by throwing a video in between classes to help maximize people's ability to spend. You would not believe. I checked my line app and I had like 5 messages from people even after half an hour because it was not delayed necessarily, but you know, it takes a while to not only record, but of course upload something. And people are still messaging me. I can't believe, it's been 15 minutes. You don't have an offer review out. How am I supposed to spend? So please, just be patient. Sometimes it's going to take a couple hours past when noon Central Standard Time arrives. And, it's quite frankly, it's embarrassing when you miss a third tier of an offer and just review the first 2 like I did today. So I'm a bit embarrassed and I'm sorry that I missed the third tier of the offer, and this video will be reviewing just that third tier because if you watch the first video when we last left our video analysis, I was talking about how it was a B- grade with the first 2 because for $50, which is the normal price of one tier 2 alpha for what Kabam expects, they gave you an extra amount, which was the first tier, which was 10,800 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments. So now they are going to do what I should have been much smarter and just anticipated the overall $100 asking price with the 3 tiers of 1, because that's the normal business model for Kabam anyway. And so at this point, it's $50 for one tier 2 alpha and 10,800 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments in addition to that. And then if you spend an additional $50 or you double what the price is of what you've already spent for the first 2 bundles, you get a second fully formed tier 2 alpha and 18,000 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments on top of that. So exactly 1.5 tier 2 alphas and then 5 tier 1 alphas on top of that, and 250,000 gold and 50 tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals. Okay, so I did say in the last video that I expect these $100 offers to also include 1 million gold. So this is definitely about half of that, and that is too bad because it should be twice that much. This would be arguably the best tier 2 alpha catalyst deal we've seen in terms of cash if the final asking price gave us enough with the shards to form 3 fully formed tier 2 alphas. I think what would be amazing, even though it's probably going to happen hopefully sometime by the end of this year, but definitely not in March, is for Kabam to say for $100, we'll give you 4 tier 2 alphas or enough to take a 5-star straight to rank 4, even if you have 0 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments in your inventory. That would be amazing. And when tier 2 alphas first came out, it's hard to believe, but it was $100 for like half of one. And then they thought it was a huge deal when it was $100 for one fully formed one. And then when they finally started giving us those free for login calendars, like December for the holiday calendar and then January for the monthly calendar, then they were able to say, okay, now maybe we'll give you one for $75, and then eventually became one for $50. And now you're seeing that they're giving you almost 3 for $100, which would be about $33 per. I would love to see that price come down to $25 per, because $100 is still a crazy amount of money, and it is significant to take a 5-star to rank 4, like say a blade to rank 4, and we know a lot of people just got their hands on a blade, so you're probably watching this wanting to take that champion to rank 4 if you haven't already, and it would be really nice. But I'm also guessing, especially with the Glory Store now, that a lot of people could get their hands on enough tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments to actually form 4 if they get this. So I think overall, I'm not going to rate this an A because I think it would take 4 tier 2 alphas for $100 cash to make it an A, but I think it's a solid B. I would give it a B+ if the final offer not only had the 1 tier 2 alpha catalyst fully formed, but it gave 27,000 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments, or at least 24,000, so that when you add on the 10,800 that you get for the first offer, it forms that third. But since it's quite not 3 fully formed tier 2 alpha, I'm just going to give it like an 85% grade, which is one of the better grades I've given lately for a tier 2 alpha catalyst cash deal. But I'm looking forward to the day where we can finally get 4 for the price of $100, because then at least for a price of an Odin, you're guaranteed to take that 5-star to rank 4, or you're pretty close in terms of tier 2 alphas to hoarding the ability to take them to rank 5, assuming you've got, of course, the 2 fully formed Tier 5 basic catalyst to take up that 5-star to rank 5 as well. So there you have it again. I am very embarrassed that I missed this bundle. My apologies. The final part of the review is now on my channel. I will do my best to not miss it again. It's just a really easy mistake that I should always avoid doing, and yet I didn't in this case. So my apologies once again. It's embarrassing, but you just got to kind of learn from it. And if that means it's going to take me 2 hours worth of a delay to have time to sit down and take more notes, then I just need to wait 2 hours and not try to put something up in 20 minutes to worry about helping people. As soon as that offer hits, I'm just going to have to hope that those of you who are complaining that you can't judge a value until that video is uploaded and you're annoyed that it's not there yet, you're just going to have to be more patient with me because I can only do so much in between classes, and Monday is one of my busiest days of teaching, as I teach pretty much straight through from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. Central Standard Time.